very long week this week. I don't know how to speak. Everything's been going interestingly. I don't know what to say about that. It's all been going very, very strangely. How are you? How is everybody? I don't know. Good evening. Oh, Storm Yowen. Yowen. It's an interesting storm. Well, I went to put the rubbish out and I got rained on quite heavily. Hi, hello, everybody's here. All the gangs. Hey ho, the gang's all here. Hurrah, ha, 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 ha. Hello, Philip. Hello, Arafingal. Hello, everybody. That's all I need. Ha. Yes, I went live on another platform last week and it was horrible and I accidentally interacted with the sort of people that you really don't want to interact with, and I accidentally friended one and then I looked at their profile and I went, oh no, and I thought, oh no, and I thought, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I've got to be careful. Oh, I'm stewing. Oh no. So yes. That's terrifying. It's I'm nice. I know the people here. There's a good 3 or 4 people. A good 3 or 4 people, and I know who you are, and that's all I get, and that's good for me because I just got some interesting. And the thing is, right, you can invite people in, so there are actually little videos of them, and that might have been the week before. I don't even know. I'm still stinging from it, but there's been much things going on. I've lost track of the week, is what it is. It's because I was like, the whole thing. YouTube went down, which is only a week ago, and then it came back, and then the thing on the Monday, and then the thing on the later on the Monday. And everyone's been talking about that. Hello. How are you? I can't see what's happening. Yes, I'm straining to see people's username. So hello from Baltimore. Aha, Baltimore. Good morning, Baltimore. It's not morning there, is it? It's probably afternoon. That sounds off, doesn't it? It's in tune with itself. But not really. Life. Oh. Yes, greetings from Baltimore, from Beckenham. Beckenham to Baltimore. Oh, the cosmopolitan, all over the world, Baltimore and Beckenham, the places that we've seen. What? Who knows? So yes, right. So my dad was looking at one of my old videos, the 12th night one, and because I set him up with a new TV. Yes, exactly. Yes, everyone's making jokes in the little chat, so nobody cares about me. Whoa, boo. Anyway, my dad was watching one of my videos, which he doesn't do really, but he saw the one, the Josephine one, and thought it was funny, so he was watching it. And he was chuckling along, going, this is terrible. Yes, it's like, yeah, well, this sounds awful. Yeah, it's discordant. And then he went, it would be really funny if all of a sudden you did an actual tune and you were really good. I'm like, yes, it would be great if I did that. But it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. If I ever do anything that sounds like a tune, it's an accident and it's not coming back. So, I don't know how to play an instrument. I don't know how to do anything, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try anyway. If it sounds nice, It's an accident and it's nothing to do with me. I can't be held responsible for that. Anyway, so it would be amazing if all of a sudden I could actually play an instrument and I've been fooling you all along, but it's not going to happen. Haha, it's just another song. So this week has been a bad shit week, really. A bad week for everyone. Everyone. I don't know what to say because it's just so long. I can't believe it's only been a week since I've seen you last, because it's just, what is going on? But yes, the storm is the storm in the world, the storm in this country. I hear that you don't know about it in America because there's other things going on, and you can't be expected at this moment in time to know what's going on in the rest of the world, because it's a bit frantic over there. Anybody from America? I don't know what to say, really. Good luck. It's a very, 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 very interesting week. Oh my goodness. So, can't make light of the situation. The whole thing, right? The thing that happened with one of the billionaires that did a thing with the symbol. I was thinking, somebody went to prison only for a night, but somebody got really badly in trouble for making their cat do that symbol. The cat. It wasn't the cat that got in trouble. It was the person that asked the cat to do that. Well, not asked the cat, that taught the cat to do that symbol. Got in bad trouble. And yet Elon Musk is just, everyone's fine with it. It was a dog. It wasn't. It was a cat. It was a dog. Oh, was it a dog? Oh, I don't know. Was it a dog? I don't know. It was something like that. Yeah. Was it a dog? It was a dog and a cat and a pug and a thing. Is it a dog? Okay, well, you know more than me about it. I just assumed it was a cat because there's that cat that had the moustache and the black patch on its head. I think that's what it was. A pug. Anyway, whatever it was, a pug or a cat, you don't do that sort of thing. It's generally frowned upon. And yet, suppose, and this is it, right? I saw that man talking to Don Lemon, I think it was, some time ago, going, he can't see any advantage that his skin tone has given him. He can't see any advantage. This is a guy that grew up for the first 20 years of his life. Where did he grow up? What happened in the place? What world events were happening in the place where he grew up? What sort of situation and society was he living in? And he can't see that his skin tone gave him any advantages. Really? And you're supposed to be a genius, are you? Ah ha ha ha. Anyway, a little bit of politics. It's inconceivable. It's not likely, is it? That's if he honestly doesn't think that he had any advantages, then he's either an ungrateful little twat or very much more stupid than anyone's given him discredit for. I think everyone's like, oh, you can't say that he hasn't got where he's got by being a G. You can't discredit. Oh, he's venal. He had money behind him. He's a little sneaky little twat. But he knows, of course, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. What a terrible person. He's like, I'm trolling the whole world. Trolling the whole world. I would not put it past him. You know, this whole thing, like the person on 4chan that started the whole ball rolling with it. He's just not a good person. No, I don't know what's going on, but I know very much that one person is not doing it very well, and is definitely a troll, and he's definitely not a good person, and he's definitely not a genius. He just sort of stumbled into it by pretending he's got the money. Right, now this thing, he said, that bank hasn't got the money to pay for the thing that I was promised. They've only got 10 billion and I think I've got more, and they're only 500 billion and I need to have that now, but none of the banks have got the money. So I ask you, how has he got the money then? Because if his money is in the bank and the banks haven't got the money, then he hasn't got the money. And if the money is in cryptocurrency, then he hasn't got the money because that doesn't exist. And if the money is in anything else, like Tesla, which is all about the stocks, and the stocks go down and then he hasn't got anything. He's just got a bunch of things. And I saw a Tesla got completely destroyed by a tiny little rock, and a Tesla got completely destroyed by somebody going on it, and it got destroyed another way too. And it's not even legal in Europe because the pointy bits hurt people, and the thing about other people is they tend to not like getting hit by pointy, stupid, tacky things that don't even work and keep you in and cock you inside like a dog, like Count Dracula's dog, who turns out to be a pug. But he's not dead, he's still alive. Is he? Probably not, because that was about 10 years ago, and dogs don't live that long. That's sad, isn't it? Poor dog. He's got enough to cope with being Count Dracula's dog. That's not his name. Dankula. Dank! Oh, the bank held, it's exactly, it's their problem. He doesn't have the money, this is it. If his worth went from 200 billion to 400 billion in 2 months because his stock shot up, and his stock is in a completely worthless company that makes the most ugly, awful, terrible, pitiful boxes of Roblox cars that are not legal anywhere except in America, which seems to let anything be legal. And nobody wants them anyway. And everyone now who does have them and has been, I mean, they cost like between 60, they had to take the price down to 60,000 for the lowest specs. And if you spent that much, you're probably very embarrassed by now. I saw a video of somebody saying that usually in California he can see 2 or 3 driving around. He's not seen any for days. I'm not surprised. So, he's nothing. Yeah, exactly, Arafingal. He's yes, well, quite, Fox, but no, it is a bunch of wonk. By wonk, put an A where the O should be. It's a load of old rubbish. It's a load of old nonsense. Now, somebody said that stupid ugly car, it's supposed to look like the DeLorean. Now, I know the DeLorean looks cool, and it's got wings, and he likes things that go up in the air and stick their bits out, doesn't he? But the thing about the DeLorean is it failed miserably because it was impractical and stupid, and no matter how cool it was, if it tried parking, you could get out because there's cars on either side. They hit the cars, you can't get out. You can't go in, you can't get out. You're trapped in your car. He's a flipping idiot. So cool. So cool. What a... And the galling thing is that there's another billionaire, that's Bloomberg, that's given money to, because obviously the US has pulled out of the Paris Accord. So he's put the money in, and it's 20 billion he's covered, and he's worth apparently 100 billion, which is a lot, but is 4 times less than supposedly Elon Musk, who's given nothing to anything. So that's quite a big chunk of his net worth. I mean, $1 billion is a lot, so it's like, well, you've still got 80 million, that's 80 billion. I think you can cope. But even so, in terms of the amount that he's given, that's amazing. So, so there are a few ethical billionaires, but there aren't very many of them. Mike Bloomberg is an ethical billionaire. Taylor Swift, she's alright. And then also Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, who is, she's got 4% of Amazon, and 10%, something's being done in the world. 4% isn't much, so it's a shame that she doesn't own more, that she's going to give away more, because her ex-husband isn't giving away anything, is he? He's just going to make people suffer. All the politics. Oh, this is probably being monitored. Oh, code words. It's like, I think that everybody can agree that the world is in a bit of a state right now. A little bit of a state. It's oh my goodness me. It's just like I just don't know what to do. It's like you don't want to get up in the morning and you don't want to do anything. You're just like, what? To quote Doctor Who. What is going on? It's a week. It's been a blooming week. Yeah, so I'm trying to soldier ahead, but I'm like, I'm not feeling very well at the moment, really, but it's, yes, exactly, switch off, don't think about it. I'm gonna go to Edinburgh in August, if the world still exists by then, even though it's expensive and I don't have an idea for a show. It's gonna be theatrical and musical and poetical and comedical and wonderful and improvisational, and I don't care if nobody comes. I just want to get away and do something and get my mind off it. So it'd be nice if people come. It's in the same place as my show was last, same time, same place. It's underneath a burrito restaurant, and they say we don't have Mexican food. To be honest, it's not as Mexican food goes, particularly authentic, but it's there, whatever. It's nice, it's filling and cheap, and that's good, which is just like my show, filling and cheap, in that it's free and I don't ask anybody for money. You can give it if you want. Like, there's no internet, so right, I had a code, a QR code. It's like, well, here's my QR code. So a lot of people like, hey, my show was worth it, wasn't it? Give me money, as they're going out. Now I'm like, whatever. I don't think that you're going to give me any money, but if you do, you do. So I had a QR code that didn't work. So it's like, well, if you do this QR code, you can give me a bit of money. If you want, donate what you want. Half of it goes to the actual thing that's hosting it. It's busking thing. Oh, I can't remember. There's a sort of like a busking thing. So it's like busking. And then when there was no internet, so people were scanning the code and going, nah, it's not working. Bye. So I think I made like £2 for the whole of the run. And to be honest, because it's supposedly a free fringe show, that's fine by me. I've spent more than I'm going to get back anyway. Even if everybody paid money, it costs so much to go up there. So I'm like, whatever. So it's just me trying to get out of this place, really. Just trying to do something. So, but I'm like, is August going to happen? Is August going to exist? And I've barely left the house or seen anyone or done anything, and I've still managed to catch a cold. I've done the test, so it's not the thing. It's one of the things, but it's not the thing. But the thing is, we've got rats in my house, so it could be Weil's disease. It could be that, and I'm gonna... Great. I know that we've got rats in the house because we put things in the cupboard, and then it was like, my mum put a boot by the bin, and things have been like falling out of the bin. We're like, oh, that's weird. But she put a boot by the bin, and there's like a skirting board underneath the sink that wasn't put in properly. Anyway, she went to put a Wellington boot on, and it was like, oh, there was a massive hole in the boot. Like the whole boot was eaten away. That whatever it was had eaten the boot. It was like, oh no. And also, we've had an infestation of flies. Flies everywhere. Flies on the windows. Flies in the sky. Flies in my eyes. I thought I got rid of them all. But one came over my face in the night. I hope it didn't come over my face in the night. It was over my face in the night. And I let it go. What a fright. So I've probably caught a disease from the flies. And the flies have probably eaten the thing in the loft, which is probably a a rat, or a fox, or a bat, or a pigeon, or something else. So I'm gonna die from the flies. Die from the flies. Die from the flies. Oh me, oh my. So I won't be here anyway. It'll be fine. So I just maybe not the flies that have given me this awful thing. It's like birds and all sorts of things that could have given me this thing. So there's only 2 people left. I've driven you away by singing rat flies and Elon Musk. It's the same really difference, isn't it? Elongated muskrat. That's what his ex-girlfriend that wrote a song about him called him. So maybe elongated muskrat is in my attic being eaten by flies. We can only surmise. What a surprise. Ooh. What a delightful image. Yeah, no, he's in Europe at the moment being obnoxious, isn't he? It's just like, I'm not sure anyone ever saw he's got like a weird sort of plastic, he looks like an Auton. That's what he looks like. An Auton from Doctor Who. Elon Musk is an Auton. Why didn't we think of it before? That's why he likes electric cars and being a bit of a bore. He's a boorish, boring, boorish bore. A boring, boorish bore. And he's friends with another bore. A boring bore. A boring, boorish, not a bore. But Elon Musk is, and what is more, he's a boring, boorish, boorish bore. Blech. Terrible man. But everyone stopped talking to me. Oh, I've got nobody left. You've driven you all away. The news is he's a Dalek Orton in disguise. A Dalek Orton in disguise, yes. People have been talking to me. I just didn't see you. Not very much, so. Yes. Is he a Dalek or an Orton? Or something else? I think he's one of those dust things that eats you and leaves nothing but a skeleton in a suit. Oh, toot toot. Oh my goodness me. The sore throat is soaring in the sky like a Skylink satellite that nobody can pay for because nobody's got the money, including Elon Musk. He's got no money. He's gone bust. He's pretending he's a big con man. What's a con? Is he even a man? I think he might be some sort of alien. But aliens have got more style and grace. And not that face. Not that terrible face. No, I don't want to be lookist. Don't generally want to pour scorn on people's looks, but there's something a bit off about that man. Something a bit off about him. You're still here. All 3 of you now. 3! Hooray! Hooray! Yes! Oh my goodness me. And what do we do? How do we counteract this in the world? How do we deal with this? Is there a way? Is there a way? It's not anything we can do. It's very sad. Very sad. Anyway, it's all a bit much. I'm just trying to get through it. It's like, it's not even directly affecting me, but it's just, well, it is, because it affects all of us. We are all, I mean, this whole thing, like that bishop was being empathetic, and somebody tweeted that that's a big sin being empathetic. I don't think so. I mean, not everybody, some people struggle with getting into connecting with their empathy, but everybody should have at least an attempt at empathy. It's certainly not a sin. It's like you might not be able to empathise with people, but It's like, where's the golden rule? Treat others as you wish to be treated. Now, not necessarily, because sometimes people don't want to be treated the way that you want to be treated, but you should at least try to explore avenues and discuss what is best for people. And there's somebody else, ages back, some politician was going, compromise, the evil of compromise. It's like, well, maybe nobody gets everything they want with compromise, but at least everyone gets something that suits them in a way that's not completely destructive for everyone. Because nobody can get everything they want, and if they do, then that tends to be that somebody else is getting nothing that they want. And it'd be nice to have a little bit of balance in the world. Sometimes people have more, and sometimes people have less, and sometimes it works out, but not all the time. Everybody gets less, and this person gets all of it, because that just isn't right, is it? Because if you've got everything, and the only way you can get everything is by everyone else having nothing, then that's a piece of... I mean, how can you live in the world? It's like, do you honestly, can you live with yourself thinking that? If you're not just a rat, an elongated muskrat. It's just, it's like, don't pick on people's looks. But he just is odd in an odd way, just off-putting. And I think it's to do with his personality more than anything, because physically, he's just a skin suit, isn't he? It's like, whatever. But it's just the obnoxious person inside. It's just... Yes, so if I've offended anyone that likes Elon Musk, good! How do you like Elon Musk? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And if you are Elon Musk, I'm very sorry for you. I'm so pity. That's what we should give to pity, that you think that it's worth it to spend, to try and make everybody feel bad just so you can have all the money in the world. And why? Why? All the money in the world that doesn't actually exist because your stock is worthless. It's worth nothing. What are you doing with all the money you've got? You're just standing on a stage and making stupid gestures to everyone that are clearly what they are. They are what they are. You am what you am. Admit it. You piece of spam. You big old lumpy spam-faced goon. I should not insult people in this way. It's cross to bear that he looks like spam. Nothing wrong with people looking like spam. If you're also a pure of heart person, like Quasimodo in obviously Hunchback of Notre Dame, a pure of heart person who gave his heart to you. He gave his heart to you. He gave his heart to you. And he threw it out in the world in the way that a normal person would. He's Quasimodo, good person. Frollo, not good. I've not actually seen the animation, I don't think, of that. I saw a video about it, and I was like, oh, is that how it ends? That's not how the Charles Lord version that I remember as a child watching ends, because spoiler alert, Esmeralda and Quasimodo do end up together, in a way. Because the last shot is of somebody finding a sort of site where the two bones are sort of... So it was quite disturbing. It's like, oh no! Like Esmeralda and Quasimodo are together forever. There they are, in an archaeological dig site. Oh no! So, yes, the good and pure, it doesn't always end well for them. We should hope it does, but it doesn't, unfortunately. And the reason it doesn't is because people like that man, that very disturbed and very sad man. We can only hope that his children give more to the world very soon, very soon, very, very, very soon. His eldest daughter deserves the money, and his other kids don't deserve having stupid names with X's in them. They are X names. very soon, by natural means, probably, hopefully, that they get all the non-existent money and they do good with it, like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife and Taylor Swift. And Mike Bloomberg. And that ends the millionaires, billionaires in the world are actually good. There's 3 of them. 4 of them. Maybe only 3 of them. 3 good billionaires and true. And that's it. End of list. It's a nice short list. You know, you've got like the Forbes top 100 top thingies. Then they have a nice... They save a lot of money on paper if they just have the top good billionaires that are worth anything. That's it. And on that note, and we can only hope for the good of the world, that is it Jenna, his eldest daughter, very soon gets all the wonderful things in the world, all the good things, and that and that's it. Yeah. So that's good. So maybe, oh no, don't say that. Oh, whatever. Live chat, what did you say? Maybe they'll finish HS2. Oh yes, that's a good idea. HS2, and maybe they'll also have it in Wales, because Wales has been paying for it even though nothing happened and it was never going to benefit Wales, where the transport system is frankly pants. And just before I go, apparently they're going to shut the bit of road that, the only bit of road that comes in or out of this valley for gasworks for a whole month. They're going to dig it up and put new gas pipes in. So here's the road. Here's the only way out or in. You can walk past it if you can walk. There's no buses coming in or out. They let emergency vehicles in or out. And that's it. So that's fun, isn't it? Transport for Wales. Anyway, on that lovely note, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't help. It's like, oh, well, I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week. I'm sure, I'm going to say it can't get any worse, but that's not true. As we've seen, it can get worse. It can. It can get better. But it probably won't. All right then. I'll see you next week, hopefully. Hopefully. Not just au revoir. Hopefully not goodbye. Au revoir. Au Wiedersehen. A bientôt. That's it. A bientôt. So I'll see you soon. Good times. See ya.